that piece that we just played, right? And we'll start over here. Let's see. Yeah. I like the stick height, and all the strokes are straight down, which is what you need to get a good sound out of the timpani. This is you hear the quarter note triplets, right? At the end, just so they know, right, where exact, and then you were in the right place. But if you play them all the same, it's harder to figure out where to come in if I'm one of these guys, if I'm a little off or anything. So we get bum, 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 bum. Every beginning of each real quarter note triplet should have a little extra on it, so that you're kind of almost marking it for them to find it. You know what I mean? Where the beat is, where 1 is and where 3 is in the measure. Do you understand? I would just play those a little stronger. The ones with the Torito markings, okay? Just so they're really, really together when they come back in. And you know, that measure, it's so small. What is that measure? Is that 87? You know, play the chimes nice and strong there so it carries all the way through his solo, that we hear the pitch ring. Because you have a whole note that just goes on and on, it's great. You guys, before that, because it's a very climactic moment, again, we're saying the same thing. In 85, it's a hit, and then it's piano, right? Way, way down. I don't think you got soft enough to make such a dramatic crescendo. I would do more, all right? You're really on in the 7/8, it's good. Your timing's good, you know? Okay, I know something that I thought right away. Which is, isn't it great they're not using a conductor for all this hard music? When we play without a conductor in groups I play in, percussion groups, we do a U shape so we can all see each other. You know, I think you'll be together more, and visually you can all communicate better. Instead of facing them, they'll still get the same out of the concert, but you'll be in like a U shape and kind of look at each other more. I think it's better when you're not conducting. So you can just communicate better. And you're not looking straight ahead, but you're looking at each other, which is peripherally, right? Listen, if you set your music stands up when you play in band or anywhere where it's the music here, and then peripherally, I can see the instrument and I can see the conductor. All. I can, you know, the stick, unless they're one of these guys like this, it gets down here, you can't see it, that's conducting. But you'll be able to see everything, you know? So you'll be good sight readers because you can see the keyboard. Now, just a couple more things in this one. Okay, the bass drum. Let me just set this here for a second. Where's your mallets? Let me see. First, I may, you know, when you play a lot of Stravinsky or Percussion, there's these wooden mallets, and there's mallets that are wooden balls with leather on them, and all kinds of stuff like that. You can get a really dry sound without the towel, and then you can get a full sound when you need it. I might pull away from the bass drum just a little. I always want the bass drum near the timpani, so when he picks his arm up, as an ensemble, you pick your arm up, and you guys play together, and then the cymbal plays together with you, and then the snare drum, you all kind of work off each other to follow the timpanis, okay? But if you keep your knee on there, I can get a nice dry sound. Where I might put a muffler is a triangle clip here with a little thick cloth on this side. Not too big, just like about this big, you know, or a piece of felt. But on this side I might not, so when you need, you know, what do we have here? It's like you can hear the rhythm out in the house, and then immediately after, I can also hear any full rich sounds that I want out of the drum. So I might just put a cloth on this and none on this side. And then maybe a hard felt or a wooden head for some of this stuff. But these, if you really muffle properly, and when the knee's on this side, the hand is really pushing on this side, like that. Okay? Nice. Really nice. I'll put that music right over here. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. I know. All right. Oh, you know, I want you to practice. There's something in my clinic because I was in a hurry, because I played a piece and I had to fit everything in a half an hour. There's a basic roll exercise, and I have my students do it every week when a young student learns a new key. They play the scale, you know. But we do a roll exercise too. right to here, right lead, and then left lead on the way down. And so, okay? Do that with a metronome where you're real comfortable. I stole that from the Saul Goodman Timpani book, page 26. It's basically the same kind of exercise. But it pounds the key into the student's head. I was doing D flat major, right? And it also really helps your roll to develop the evenness between the two hands in a very simple way. All right, work on that roll. These mounts, Shostakovich Fifth Symphony, I might use these in the movement that's in 3, you know, the minuet movement, and a couple other spots, but these are big projection mounts, you know, for a symphony. I only use them in rare cases. I think they're a little too heavy for this piece, just a little. But you did a good job. I'll tell you something. The stuff in I think it's the other piece. There's a couple rolls that gave you a hard time. No. Oh, is it this one? Oh, yeah, that's it. All these runs, everything, very nice. Just a couple rolls I want you to brush up on so they're real even, okay? And I think that's it for that piece, pretty much. Let me just look. Oh, no, it's not. At the beginning, right? The balance. I only heard the bass drum, and I want to hear everybody the same. So what you need to do, because it's hard, you're in a different place, there's all these curtains. I want you to have somebody stand out in the house, sometimes in the band area where you are, and just listen to you okay, I need the snare drum to come up more, the tom more, or the bass drum play a little less. And every one of those has to have, we talk about this today a lot, direction. You got a crescendo. You know, we want to go from piano to forte, all of us together. So it's got balance and direction. And let's see. Oh yes, one more thing in the timpani. This goes with that whole textual relationship thing. Okay, measure 15. You're playing all these quarter notes. Boom, 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 and then you start to roll. Whoa. It's completely different. I would hit it the same as the other notes that came before it, and then roll from there. You know what I mean? I would start the roll with the same attack as the note that I just played before. Okay? Okay. Because it seemed like you disappeared for a second. We don't want that. We want to continue the energy. All right, Excalibur is the other piece, right? Yes. Are they your cymbals? Who played cymbals on this? Are they this place's cymbals or your cymbals? The crash cymbals. So you're not used to them, right? Okay, but I'll tell you, the second crash was fantastic. So you got used to them quickly. The first crash, you know, if I have to play strange cymbals, I might do 1 or 2 crashes real quick if I get a chance. All right, okay, where are those cymbals? Here, let me see. Oh, you have to be a weightlifter to pick these things up. They're pretty big. I have 20-inch cymbals, but I only use them in certain cases. You got a lot of air stuck in there, right? Okay, let me come in the front and I'll face, let me go by here real quick. Because it's really hard to get a good cymbal crash. I'm going to do what they do in Philadelphia. It's called a flam crash, right? This cymbal is going to stay in place, 45-degree angle. And I'll do one facing you too. This cymbal is going to just drop. The weight of the cymbal is what does the work for me. Okay? It's in slow motion, it's this. Like that. They never come completely flat. And there's always about 1 inch of cymbal, of the bottom cymbal when I play. Some people like it the other way. That I can see it and know what I'm doing. I can see where I am, and that makes me comfortable. So all I'm doing is here, and then I take this and just drop it. Okay, bigger crashes, I'm gonna move both arms, you know. All right? But the second you got it, you figured these cymbals out in one crash. That was really commendable. So, I'll put these right back here. They're heavy. I need more gong in measure 4. That just, we need more of that. The person that played timpani in this first piece in measure 11, that's fortissimo. It's a big solo, right? That was you, right? Yeah, play that strong. And, you know, it's where you are on stage. It's okay. The curtains are eating me up a little bit. Those hard balance, the second piece with the lift, it projected. But a lot of stuff gets swallowed up by the curtains. So make sure this fortissimo solo stuff that we really get you Just come out. Play with a little more arm to project the sound, all right? And in this room, I don't even know if that soft mount makes a difference. But if you're using it in other places, then keep doing it. Okay. So I saw you pick it up, yeah, and use it in some whole notes. Okay, we have a xylophone solo at 16. I need more and softer on the snare drum. It was a little too much snare and not enough xylophone. The bells. I think you should be right over here, because you guys play a lot together as a group. And if you're too far away from the rest of them, I know it doesn't seem like much, but I'd like to be really in contact with the rest of the keyboard section, closer. And I think you need a harder mallet. These are Bob Becker blue mallets, right? And they're good for ragtime pieces on the xylophone, like a softer solo xylophone stuff with piano. But on bells, you might need like a harder place, even a little harder than that. And it'll project nice. I only use brass when I can't be heard at all. We need more crescendo in 19 from the timpani. Oh no, from the xylophone, sorry. And suspended cymbal. Again, drier bass drum. We always got to have drier at C, right? 32. It's a rhythm thing there. I almost would say use a hard mallet, but you got to go to other stuff right away. So keep those mallets, but put your knee on and play real dry. On my YouTube site, I do the region traps audition pieces. I go through, I play them, and then I talk about how to play them. Go look at the bass drum one. It has a lot of information about muffling and where to play on the head for certain types of passages. When I'm playing rhythmic articulation like that, I put my knee on with two mallets and I play in the middle of the head. If it's one mallet, I put my hand on the other side and play closer to the center. You have to, because the rhythm doesn't come out in the house. Oh, I know. Our poor vibraphone is always forgotten because it's not your fault, it's the nature of the instrument. I think you should be in the front. If anything, if we had to put one keyboard in the back, it'd be the xylophone because it cuts all the time. But I might just get that other marimba out of there and move you up. Because the vibraphone is the least projecting of all the percussion keyboard instruments, Chimes, we hear you just fine. It was beautiful. And I think that's, except one spot, 60. And that's not because you're being swallowed up, you just have to play stronger there. You know what I saw? Your hands weren't moving much. I want to see some action, really play, all right? Listen, it was great. Thank you so much. Give him a hand.